All right, welcome back to another recording of Elevate Your Brand. I am Chris Anderson, your host, and on this episode, we're going to break down how to build healthy and profitable business relationships, and I'm going to give you some tips to do that, so make sure you stay around for all of them, and let's dive into it. So it's important to build relationships in business and in life, obviously. The benefit of building relationships with people who are in your market, who are not in your market, as far as business goes, is because these relationships can lead to growth in many different ways. It could be referrals for more revenue, which is great. This could be getting you in front of bigger audiences and getting connected with bigger individuals who you can learn from, or who might do business with you, or who can direct you into next steps based on their experiences. And then, of course, in turn, you're going to be able to help more people. You can be able to help them. You're going to be able to maybe help their audience. And so it's just, again, relationships are super crucial just in life in general. And being able to build those, especially in business, is going to help you succeed. Because obviously they're going to send people to you, and those people are going to be warmed up already, those referrals, which is going to be easier for you to close the deal because you've already built trust with someone who they trust. So coming to you, they've already got some trust, and you already have that authority position built up through the mutual connection. But relationship building, it's an ongoing thing. They don't just happen overnight. It takes maintenance. It takes intentionality. It takes process and progression to get to good relationships. The first tip I want to share about building relationships is that you have to routinely reach out to connections you've made, especially on social media. So if you have someone who has started to follow you or connected with you through a social media platform, make sure that you're routinely connecting with those individuals, sending them a hello. Hey, thanks so much for connecting with me on here. What made you follow my page, or what made you want to be connected to me here? Because there's a reason. They either like what you're putting out there and they want to learn from you more. They find your content entertaining, or they're trying to do business with you or collaborate somehow. So there's always a reason why people follow you on social media. So just reach out saying, hey, just curious, what brought you to the page? What brought you to my account? And in starting that conversation, don't start it off with trying to sell them anything or getting anything from them. Just be genuine and have that connection and reach out and start having those conversations. But routinely doing this will help you start more relationships, and routinely checking in on those. So following back up with people, commenting on their posts when you see something good they post on, just continuing to have those touch points to build those relationships. And eventually there'll be a little bit of trust formed there and things can come from it. And the second tip is a big one. And I see a lot of people get this wrong on social media. They'll follow you, or someone will follow the page, and immediately it's a message selling something. I don't know who you are and you're trying to sell me a thing. No, it's not going to happen. That's why building relationships is so key, because that's who you're going to buy from most likely, is someone you've built a like, know, and trust factor. So when you just come and connect with someone on their social media and immediately send a message saying, hey, buy my thing, it can help you. Can it? You haven't even had a conversation to know if it can. It's just a turnoff. So you need to approach the relationship from a position of wanting to serve and help somebody however you can. Not selling, not getting anything from them, but just saying, hey, start the conversation. Hey, thanks so much for following me. What made you follow? Great. Boom. Continue on. Comment, like on some of their things. Then message them. Hey, I saw you post about this. Or for example, hey, I saw you're posting more video content. That's amazing. May I give a little bit of feedback just from my professional perspective? Yeah, great. Okay. I saw you might be able to add this lamp in the background to have some motivated lighting, or this backlight that will set you away from the background. So just giving them advice on their setup after asking if it's okay to give advice is just a way to add value. You're not asking for anything in return. You don't go right into a sales pitch after. You just keep adding value and giving value, and it'll come back to you. So that's one big crucial way to continue to build a relationship quickly, is giving value. And Gary Vaynerchuk, the jab hook type deal, just giving value over and over again. And then when you offer that thing, it'll make more sense. And then another good way to build relationships, especially from those you're already helping as clients or vendors, is asking for feedback, getting their opinions on things. Hey, how are you feeling about our online dashboard? How is the course so far? Is it easy to use? Are you having any issues? Like building those relationships with the ones you're already serving is crucial because one, they're going to be the ones that help you improve what you're already doing because they're in it, working on it, using it. And two, if you can build those raving fans through those relationships, they are going to be your biggest cheerleaders and they're going to refer you to everyone they can because of the benefit they're getting, the results they're getting from you, and just how that relationship has been formed and built. So that's why it's crucial to really build those relationships as well with the ones you're already serving. And then the fourth tip is find ways to add value, especially people who are just starting on finding out about you. So we talked about when you have someone who's new following you on social media to start that connection by reaching out saying thanks and why are you here kind of thing. But you want to continue to add value and grow that relationship with someone who's a cold lead, quote unquote, by just continuing to add value. Maybe that's an email that goes out that just continues to add value. Maybe it's your podcast, your video podcast, and the content you're putting out for free to help people get better in whatever it is you help with. But nurturing that new relationship is providing them what they need with high value content in some form or fashion that's going to help them without you asking for anything. And then eventually when they see that you offer something, they're going to be more in tune and more apt to jump on board because you've given so much already to help them and it's been so valuable that it'd be a no-brainer for them because they're going to see your thing, your product, your service as, well, they've already given me so much value for free. This thing that they're selling is going to be unbelievable and it's exactly what I'm going to need. So that's why it's important to take that kind of newer person in your audience on a journey of value, of just continually giving so they can become those really raving fans and in turn purchase from you. And like I mentioned, with that process, there's a difference between a nurturing email versus an offer email. So the nurturing email, of course, provides some sort of value or entertainment or education for free. It just tells them, here's the 5 steps to better your sleep, to better your actions, whatever it is. Whereas an offer email still has some value, but then directs them towards, but if you're looking to take that next step and shorten the time span to get that result, here's our thing. So you do the offer emails less often and you send the nurture emails more often, or the nurture content versus an offer content thing of that nature. And then the last tip, of course, is just continue to educate and entertain. Don't always be selling. You want, again, it goes back to Gary's Jeb Hook methodology. Like you just want to give and give and give and give in so much that eventually when they find out you have something, they're like, yes, I want that. You almost don't even have to sell anything. It just has to be there, drive them towards it through so much information. And then you just mention it. Hey, and if you just want to expedite the process, I do have this thing that would be perfect for you. So it's not like a hard sell type of thing. You're warming them up so much. You're adding so much value through your emails, through your content, whatever, through your videos. And eventually when they hear about your thing, be like, yeah, I'm ready now. Okay. Like they've helped me so much. This is going to take me to the next level. That's why it's just so important to hit on that. Come from a position of value, of giving, and do that over and over with the pathway there towards your thing for sell. And when you mention it, it's going to be more of a no-brainer than if you're just going out trying to hard sell everybody. So again, these were all just tips to help you build better business relationships so you can grow a good foundation of network opportunities. And that can look a lot different based on who you meet, how you meet them, and what you're needing. So again, these tips are: 1, just routinely check in with new connections and new relationships from a genuine value position. Number 2, offer help before asking for anything. So again, coming from a place of value, offer before you ask. And then the 3rd, ask for feedback from those you already serve to improve upon what you're doing and increase those chances of them becoming raving fans. Number 4, make sure you're trying to connect with those who are newer to your audience in a way of value and do it more consistently, because then you can warm them up through that process. And then the 5th tip is just continue to educate and give value and don't just directly hard sell all the time. There's a time and place for the hard sell or the direct sell, but if you can just educate and add value over and over, again, it makes the sell easy and almost a no-brainer for them when they hear it. So I hope these tips help you to continue to build strong relationships, elevate your brand, and make a difference. Until next time, we'll talk to you later.